Number 8. Which of the following graphs best represents the solution set to the system of linear inequalities shown below? So first we need to know what the shaded regions are because they did not copy. Let's do this. Okay. And then here. And then here. I will be able to tell who watched the video because it's hard to see this. And I am not looking at what I see here. I'm actually looking at the original here on the side. This is the copy I had, and I guess when I made a copy of this copy, this is the copy I was given. But I guess when I made a copy of this copy, I didn't realize that it came out like this, so I apologize. Okay. So now we know where the solution sets are. So how are we going to do this problem? For those that want to type it in the calculator, yeah, we could go here. Control Doc, escape, Control Doc, graph. Okay, yeah, we could do the whole menu, go to 3, go to 2, go to 1, and then go here. We could, but you won't be able to change that equal sign to an equality. So it would only get you halfway. To do this, we're going to have to solve it by hand and then type it in. It has to be in slope-intercept form. And so there's no way around that. So let's get started. 3x minus 5y is less than or equal to 15. The good news is we're used to seeing this form, standard form, and we know to move the x because it's not where it needs to be. And we subtract him. We bring down the negative 5y, which is less than or equal to, put him first, and the 15 is positive. With inequalities, remember you're dividing by a negative. So y is no longer less than anymore. It's greater than or equal to, and yes, you do bring down the equal. Negative divided by negative is positive. Positive divided by negative is a negative. Okay, let's do the next one. 2x plus 3y is greater than negative 6. Move the 2x over. We have to subtract this time. Not all the time, just for these two, because the 2 is positive and so is the 3. There will be times that you add it. Negative 2x minus 6. Divide by 3. Do you flip it this time? Of course not. You didn't divide by negative. 3 is not negative. It's not negative. Okay. And then this is minus 2. Check your work. Alright. Alright. How many times do you check your work to make sure you did it right? You should start. I do. And even after I check it, I still make mistakes. Like right here. Were we supposed to flip the sign? I said don't flip it, didn't I? And what did I do? Flipped it. You don't flip it because you didn't divide by a negative. So is it worth checking your work? Just because you did that on purpose. You just wanted to make a point to check your work. Well, check your work. Okay. let's do, let's go to the calculator and type in my answer choices to see which one of these I would get, just so we can get practice with the calculator. Because we have done so much by hand, I do want to practice using this. So, escape. I already have a fresh graph, but I can bring this up. So, go ahead and put your calculators on the graphic screen. Delete this, put greater than or equal to, which is number 5. 3 divided by 5, x minus 3. Okay. Solid line. Shade it up. Next equation. Tab. Delete the equal. Greater than. And that's negative. Uh-oh, wrong one. Negative. See, that one's little, the other one was big. 2 divided by 3. X minus 2. Okay, double shaded region is up. And that eliminates A and C. So that eliminates A and C. Now out of B and D, they're both up, but this line is dotted here, and then on D, this line is dotted. So which one is dotted? This one is. So the answer is D. How do I know? I see the little ridges, and you can tell that this one is solid. This one is solid. Okay. Number 9. Okay. Which graph represents the system of inequalities? Below, let's fix the shaded regions. Okay, so let's go here. So I want you to know that this is the final answer. I want to get rid of all the unneeded shading and only see the double shaded region here. And then here. And then here. Okay. And same thing. You need to solve this for y. Let's do that. I'm gonna write my problems down. And remember, you will have some that you add, but this one we're subtracting. We need to get that 2x away from the y. So they have to be on separate sides. Bring down that negative. It will make you miss this problem. Check my work. Okay. Divide by negative. Now flip him because he's negative. Negative divided by negative is a positive. 9 positive divided by negative is a negative. Next problem. Minus 4x. Bring down a positive 2y. And I do not have a negative. Keep the sign. Negative divided by positive. Positive divided by positive. No. Do not think that you will always, the first one flip, the second one don't. I'm only not flipping this one because I didn't divide by a negative. And it just happens to be 2 problems that work the same way. So don't do that. We're not going to use a calculator. We're going to do this one by hand. So negative 3 for the solid line. Negative 3 is the B for the solid. So here is a solid line. Is it at negative 3? Yes. Here is a solid line. Is it at negative 3? No, it's not. So that cannot be it. Here is a solid line at positive 3. That cannot be it. Here is a solid line at negative 3 on the y. So I'm down to A and D. Now, we can go back to the solid line. It needs to be less than, so shade it below from the solid line. So let's put our pencil or pen down and shade down. Well, it did, because that's below it. Okay, let's try this one. It did. That's below it. Okay, so we can check the slope. Up 2 and to the right 3. So up 2, 1, 2, to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah? Let's check the other one. Up 2, to the right 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Still got 2 choices. Let's try this one. It needs to be dotted, and it needs to go through 4 on the y-axis. So let's look. It is dotted or dashed, and on the y it is 4. And I don't look at the x, remember. I'm looking here. That's the y-intercept. It is at 4 on y, and it is dashed, okay? Let's now look back at what we solved. It says less than, so that means below. Below. So, what's below this line? Up or this way? This is below. Is it highlighted over there? No, it's not. Let's try this one. Is this below? Yes, it is. So that is our answer. And I know some of you are going to go ahead and use a calculator, because you know you can use the calculator on STAR, and that's okay. But we're done with number 9, and this is the conclusion of the classwork. You're now going to work in groups and finish the next packet. It is due next class. Good luck.